Greetings, YouTube. So tonight I've been considering the relationship between civilization and religion, and whether or not religion is a net benefit or hazard to civilization. Ultimately, I've come down quite ambivalent on the whole issue. On the one hand, it seems almost self-evident that religion was needed to develop civilization and keep it growing at the face of adversity. When we look at Greece, for example, even though originally it was quite a balkanized collection of city-states that ultimately hated each other quite a lot, when a common enemy that wasn't of the same ethnicity, geography, and religion, the Persians, came by, it was religion and geography and ethnicity that ultimately unified Sparta and Athens and other city-states to fight off the Persians. And when we look at medieval Europe, we also see that religion contributed to developments in science, in civil law, and ultimately the health of the collective whole. Did you know, for instance, that the Catholic Church explicitly banned incest and marriage between siblings? That seems quite useful in the development of civilization as a whole. Yet, on the other hand, it also seems obvious that there have been a lot of negative consequences of religion. For instance, the development of the sciences was greatly inhibited by certain religious beliefs, such as the idea of celestial spears, for instance, that eventually caused Bruno to be sacrificed on the pyre for the safety of the community as a whole. And it also seems clear that today the subversion of the Catholic Church by more globalist desires and whims has influenced many Catholics to accept a kind of anti-nationhood. When we look at the Pope's silly talk about needing to build bridges instead of walls, even though the Vatican is surrounded by walls, and the Jews, which we as Christians seem to take as a honored set of people, have a very strong wall bordering Palestine, we thus see that the Catholic Church endorses the idea of globalism without actually practicing it. Yet you won't hear anyone talk about this. In fact, if you hear a Catholic speak about the issues of nationhood, most of the time they'll have to align their religious beliefs with their political action. And ultimately, I think they're going to basically capitulate to whatever the Catholic Church wishes. So ultimately, I just don't know what I should do or think about this issue. Ultimately, we do need some guiding principle, some telos, to make sure our civilization develops in ways we want it to. And religion does quite a good job of providing that telos and not making it very relativistic to the times and whatnot. Still, that telos provided by religion is not infallible. So I'm just wondering what we ought to do. I leave this thought to you, and you are welcome to comment and send me whatever thoughts you have on the matter. Good night.